lights are losing their amber glow, turning to silver in the rearview slow. The dashboard light is the only thing real. I'm the cold, steady circle of the steering wheel. I'm driving through a city made of watercolor paint, where the edges are soft and the memories are faint. One eye on the sunrise, one eye on the dream. Nothing is quite as solid as it seems. The threshold is calling, the shadows are deep. I'm walking the wire between life and sleep. Almost home, almost awake. How much of this morning can my spirit take? I'm a ghost in the driveway, a notch in the key, waiting for the me I'm supposed to be. Between the road and the sheets, the light and the dark, looking for a place to park my heart. Almost home, almost awake. The neighborhood is sleeping in a coat of blue. The silence is heady, the air's brand new. I can smell the jasmine and the coming rain, the familiar rhythm of the window pane. My footsteps are echoes on the gravel path, stepping out of the night and its aftermath. I'm not quite here, but I'm not back there. I'm suspended in the oxygen, I'm floating in the air. The dream is still clinging to the back of my neck, while the coffee in the kitchen starts to check the pulse of the day. Almost home, almost awake. How much of this morning can my spirit take? I'm a ghost in the driveway, a notch in the key, waiting for the me I'm supposed to be. Between the road and the sheets, the light and the dark, looking for a place to park my heart. Almost home, almost awake. The skyscrapers, the tombstones lit in neon lace. I'm just a blur, a glitch, a ghost without a face. The crosswalk is flashing, don't walk to an empty street. I'm rhythmic shadows dancing to a heart that doesn't beat. Steel in the glass, they don't know how to cry. They just reflect the static of a charcoal sky. There's a hum in the wires, a chill in the bone. A million apartments and I'm still alone. The city is breathing, but he's holding his breath, waiting for a morning that feels like a death. While the city is sleeping in blue, I'm the only one thinking of you. Under the mercury vapor, under the rain, trying to wash out the ink of the pain. The grid is a map that I can't get through, while the city is sleeping in blue. I pass the diner where the coffee's always burnt. Lessons in leaving are the only things I've learned. I see my reflection in a puddle on the curb. The silence is a language I don't wanna break a word. The skyscrapers lean, they're watching me fall. Just another shadow painted on a concrete wall. Is it for me? No, it's never for me. Just another Friday night in the gray. Yeah. The windows vibrating from a truck on the fire. I'm sitting in the kitchen, just staying alive. The blue light from the fridge is the only star I see, and the shadows on the walls aren't talking back to me. So quiet. I poured a glass of water just to hear the sound of something other than the static that's been hanging around. The streetlights are blinking like they're losing the fight. Another casualty of the middle of the night. I'm leaning on the glass, I'm looking for a sign, while the rest of the world is crossing the line. And I hear the distant sirens singing low, a lullaby for the places I'll never go. Somebody's in trouble, somebody's in pain, while I'm just a ghost standing still in the rain. They're calling out to heaven from the concrete floor. Distant sirens singing low outside my door. That they said, is it a heartbreak? Is it a fire? Is it another dreamer caught in the wild? We're all just sparks. The red and the blue are bouncing off the brick. The air in this apartment is getting too thick. I need a reason. Give me a reason. Why am I the one who's always left in the calm with a heart like a bomb in the palm of my arm? Scream for me, since I can't scream for myself. Run for me, while I'm sitting on a shelf. The city is a choir of emojis, she's alive, and I'm just a witness with a heavy lid it up. Someone's coming, but not for me. The windows vibrating. Persistent. The noise of the street feels far off and distant. A single gold ribbon cut straight through the air, falling on the carpet in the arm of the chair. And there in the middle, a silent parade, a million little pieces that the morning has made. They don't have a map, they don't have a plan, just drifting as slow as a melody can. Weightless and wandering, silver and gray, catching the spark of a brand new day. Dust dancing in beams, like microscopic stars in a galaxy of dreams. No wind to move them, just the breath of the room, dispelling the shadows, breaking the gloom, just floating makes me feel still, like the world is a painting on a windowsill. The place and the crowd, but here in the quiet, in the light of the sun, the race hasn't started, the day hasn't run. We're just motes in the light, and that's alright. Let's dance in these, like microscopic stars in a galaxy of dreams. Stay right here in the beat, in the beat. Curtains are heavy in the golden hour, before the world wakes up. Stay right here in the so cold. I thought I'd see you here. The frost is already winning. The iron is biting through my thin wool coat. A ghost of a conversation is stuck in my throat. I'm staring at the wood where the paint starts to peel, trying to remember how together used to feel. Just wooden nails. Pigeons are waiting for a crust I don't have, in a world that's been cut, yeah, right in half. The sun is a witness with a pale white eye, exposing the static in the charcoal sky. I'm sitting on the edge, leaving room for a ghost, in the spot where I used to love you the most. And it's an empty park bench morning, no colors in the trees, no warning, just the fog and the cold and the space in between. The loneliest movie that I've ever seen. Why didn't you show up? Yeah, the dew is turning into ice, and being alone is the ultimate prize. The jogger passes by, a blur on the gray. They don't see the man, woman who's drifting away. I'm part of the landscape, I'm part of the permanent shadow. feel your hand, but I only found there the ultimate proof that you're no longer there. Maybe the best was always this small. Maybe I'm lucky to be here at all. No, it's a lie, it's a hollow point sting. I'm waiting for a bell that's never gonna ring. Park bench morning, no cars in the trees, no warning. Just the fog and the cold and the space in between. The loneliest movie that I've ever seen. Leave a seat for me. Frost is setting in. So cold. So cold. The blue light is sleeping on the windowsill. The shadows are heavy, the valley is chill. The kettle is starting to hum a low tune, while the stars say goodbye to a fading white moon. The dust motes are dancing in a column of gold. The first story of the day is waiting to be told. I can hear my own breath, a steady soft tide. There's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. The clock on the wall has forgotten to tick. The air is so clean and the silence is thick. And everything is perfectly still. The world is a promise we're about to fulfill. No sirens, no shadows, no weight on the chest. Just a moment of grace, just a moment of rest before the rush and the roar and the wheel. This is the only thing that's real. The dew is a diamond on the leaf of the rose. The way the day opens and nobody knows. I'm holding my coffee like a warm ceramic cup, watching the horizon start to wake up. Yesterday's ghosts have all dissolved in the mist, in a morning that feels like a brow being kissed. To stay here, stay perfectly still. Through the hallway floor, a thin gold line creeps underneath the door. I'm tracing patterns in the frozen steam, still caught between the waking and the dream. The sunlight hits the kitchen towel so cold, everything we bought is getting old. And glass hearts break slowly, they don't shatter with a sound, they just hairline fracture until they crumble to the ground. In the quiet of the morning, before the world begins to wake, we're just holding on to pieces, watching all the edges flake. But I only need one, shadow stretching long toward the sun. The dust is dancing in a laser beam, nothing's ever really what it seems. I hear your ghost still moving through the hall. The silence is the loudest thing of all, 'cause glass hearts break slowly, they don't shatter with a sound, they just hang and fracture until they crumble to the ground. In the quiet of the morning, before the world begins to wake, we're just holding on to pieces, we're watching on the edges shelf where we stood. I'd fix the cracks if I only knew I could, but the light shines through the gaps you left behind, a jagged kind of beauty. I was born to find. Yeah, glass hearts break slowly, they don't shatter with a sound, they just hairline fracture until they crumble to the ground. In the quiet of the morning, before the world begins to wake, watching all the edges fade. Slowly, slowly, watching the edges the great cold breath. The window pane is etched in a silver lace, a ghost of a garden in a frozen space. I step to the threshold, the air is ablaze, cutting through the shadows that the nighttime made. My lungs are stinging, a beautiful burn, waiting for the axis of the earth to turn. There's no weight in the sky, just a hollow blue. Everything's ancient, everything's new. The stillness is heavy, the silence is wide. I'm leaving the fever of the house inside. It's the great cold breath, taking the light from the winter's death. A crystalline moment, a lung full of stars, washing the dust from the window in the cars. Clear as a diamond, sharp as a bell, under the peace of a frozen spell. The great cold breath. Spirit in a cloud of white, a vaporous dancer in the early light. Your grass is a carpet of diamonds and glass, brittle and snapping as the minutes pass. No birds are singing, the trees are all bare. There's a holy kind of nothing in the freezing air. Let it freeze the doubt, let it blow the worry out, cleanse the blood and clear the head, leave the heavy words unsaid. Just listen tight, just this grace. It's the great cold breath, taking the light from the window's death. A crystalline moment, a lung full of stars, washing the dust from the window and the pause. Clear as a diamond, sharp as a bell, under the peace of a frozen spell. The great cold breath. The great cold breath. Great cold breath. Let it freeze the doubt. Let it freeze the groove. Let it freeze the groove. The window pane, the window pane, the window pane is etched in a silver lake. In a silver lake. I'm walking through a house built of echoes and dust, looking for a spark in a world full of rust. I see a shadow in the hallway, leaning against the wall. But when I reach out my hand, there's nothing there at all. Nothing at all, just the wind. A table set for five, but I'm sitting here alone, dialing numbers in the dark on a disconnected phone. They say time is a healer, but time is just a thief, leaving me the righteous while it's stealing their relief. I'm a collection of the people I can't know anymore, just a ghost man, woman standing at an open door, and I'm missing every single soul, every single one. The ones who made me broken and the ones who made me whole. It's a heavy kind of size, it's the quiet kind of cold, trading all my young days to have someone to hold. I'm missing you, I'm missing them, I'm missing us, I'm missing us. Mama's laughter in the kitchen, daddy's sermon on the porch. My first love's fired, I'm still carrying a torch. Friends who turn to strangers and the ones who ain't just took. Every chapter's closing in this tattered little book. Now the pages, now I'm the keeper of the stories, the guardian of names, trying to find some warmth inside these flickering flames. Baby, where this energy never truly gone, just a different frequency at the breaking of the dawn. But my human heart is selfish and my human hands are dirty. I'm reaching through the static, but there's nobody there, nobody there. Keys are on the table, cold and heavy metal, waiting for the dust in the hallway to settle. The engine's taking over in the drive outside. Nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. I'm standing in the case on that 6 a.m. blue, taking off the armor that I wore for you. My bones are like lead, my heart is a stone, but it's the better kind of weight than being alone. The air is so still, it's a physical thing, listening for the bells that the morning might bring. It's the quiet ache of arrival, the softest part of survival. When the road finally ends and the sky opens wide, and you let all the ghosts go back outside. It hurts just a little to be this still, to finally be over the crest of the hill. The quiet ache of arrival. The floorboards are singing a song I used to know, welcoming the parts of me I tried not to show. I'm watching the light hit the edge of the sink, a moment of clarity before I can blink. I've been a stranger to my own reflection. Now I'm catching a glimpse of a new direction. Miles were long, the winter was hard. I've got the receipts and I got the scars, but let it is harder than flying sometimes when you're finally rid of the rhythm in mind. Just breathe, just breathe. It's the quiet arrival, the softest part of survival. When the road finally ends and the sky opens wide, and you let all the ghosts go back outside. It hurts just a little to be this still, to finally be over the crest of the hill. The quiet ache of arrival. It's finally over. The dark is leaving. The street lamps flickering in a puddle of oil. I'm watching the memories start to uncoil. The heat from the coffee has died in the cup. I'm too tired to move, too broken to look up. Stir. The charcoal shadows are losing their shade. There's no more night left to help me escape. The glass is cold against my burning head. The ghosts are finally getting out of my bed. The rhythm of the roof is a funeral drum, and I'm just waiting for the numb to come. Watching the rain washing away the night, beating the black into a blurry gray light. Everything we waste, but everything we hit is drowning in the water, just like we did. The storm is the ending, the dawn is the price, and the rain is washing away the night twice. houses next door, looking like giants. I don't know anymore. The blue in the sky is a bruise that won't heal, exposing the parts of me that are actually real. The thunder is distant, a ghost of a roar, as the silence comes creeping back under the door. Flickering in a puddle of oil. The street lamps flickering. Yeah. The street lamps flickering. The street lamps. The street lamps. Street lamps. Street lamps. Street lamps. The sun is cutting through the Venetian blinds, slicing the room into perfect lines. Mercury spilling across the floor. I've never seen the dust look like this before. Geometric shadows on a whitewashed wall, a gallery of nothing at all. The air is a blade, thin and refined, leaving the warmth of the pills behind. The glass is a mirror, the mirror is cold, a brand new story that's already old. Silver light and of a Saturday. The silhouette of a coffee chair, leaning into the freezing air. The angles of the table, the frame on the shelf, everything's a version of its former self. Precise and lonely, quiet and clean. The space between what's felt and what's seen. For the midday heat, silver light and sharp corners, a quiet wait for the nighttime mourners. The world is a sketch in pencil and steel, waiting for the color to make it feel real. But right now I'm finding the gray, lost in the edges of a Saturday. Tracing gold along your shoulder blade, a masterpiece that only early light has made. I got 1,000 I love yous tangled in my teeth, and a dozen don't ever leave, buried underneath. But the room is so fragile, like a glass on the edge, and I'm scared that if I speak, I'll be breaking a pledge. So I swallow the sentences one by one before the real work of the day has begun. The thank yous and need yous are heavy and sweet, like the weight of the blanket down at our feet. Soft words left unsaid, floating like feathers round this messy bed. We don't need the noise, we don't need the proof. Silence is sometimes the loudest truth. Just a breath and a heartbeat, a look in an eye, in the quietest chapel of a morning God. Soft words left unsaid. You stir in your sleep and you reach for my hand, the simplest gesture I'll ever understand. I could tell you that you're everything I've ever sought, but I'd rather just give you the peace of mind. Why use the air just to repeat the known, when the magic is better when left all alone? Let the forever stand in the air, let the always hide in your hair. Words are just containers, small and confined, for the ocean of feeling I've got in my mind. Just listen to the light, soft words left unsaid, floating like feathers round this messy bed. We don't sun works. The sun works. Sun works. Yeah, the sun is tracing, 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 sun. The sun is tracing. The sun is the sun is tracing gold. The sun is tracing gold, 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 gold. The sun is tracing gold. The sun is, the sun is, the sun is. Between 98 and 9, a frequency lost in the passage of time. The blue light is glowing on the bedside stand. I'm reaching for the volume with the heavy hand. Not looking for a melody, not looking for a beat. Just the sound of the ocean on a city street. It's the hum of the universe, soft and low. A secret language that only the lonely know. Before the news starts, before the talk shows scream, I'm anchored in the static of a fading dream. Static on the radio. Let the white noise wash away the gotta go. Between the stations where the ghosts all play. A beautiful buffer for the coming day. Just a steady hiss, radio. My coffee is steaming, and the sugar won't dissolve the problems of the planet. I'm not here to solve. There's a comfort in the signal that didn't quite arrive. The sound of being quiet, the sound of being alive. No lyrics to follow, no message to hear, just the frequency of now ringing in my ear. Curtains are heavy, the blankets are curled. If I find a station, the magic might break. So I'll stay in the crackle for goodness sake. Static on the radio, let the white noise wash away the gotta go. Between the stations where the ghosts all play. But you don't fall apart before the coming day. Just a steady hit, a velvet flow. On the hardwood floor, the house is a shell, wanting something more. The light is a sliver thin and cold, a silver thread in a story told. I reach for the handle, find the weight, a quiet meeting with my own fate. The kettle hums, a low-key blues, shaking off the midnight news. A steady pour, a clouded swirl, the center of my little world. Steam rising from ceramic, a calm amidst the kinetic. A moment held in porcelain, let the morning filter in. Gray light and a warm embrace, the slow pace of a sacred space. Steam rising from ceramic. Tracing the ghost of last night's rain, the smell of roasted beans and dust, a simple kind of morning trust. My palms are burning just enough to soften up the edges of the rough. The world is waking up outside, the traffic starts its restless tide. But in this kitchen, in this chair, there's nothing else I need to bear. Just the vapor, thin and white, catching the first hint of the light. Steam rising from ceramic, a calm amidst the kinetic. A moment held in porcelain, let the morning filter in. Gray light and a warm embrace, the slow pace of a sacred space. Steam rising from ceramic. Oh. haven't moved the armchair in a year or maybe two. I'm scared to see the floorboards that don't remember you. I haven't moved the armchair in a year or maybe two. I'm scared to see the floorboards that don't remember you. The dust motes are the only things they have a place to go, floating in the columns of the light that's moving slowly. The window's just a picture frame for a world I don't invite. Everything is changing, but I'm staying out of sight. I watch the shadow of the house across the street creep across my ankles and settle on my feet. The clock is ticking louder than the blood inside my head. I'm living in the footprints of the things we never said. And there are sun stains on the carpet, pale and white, marking all the places where I've had to hide. The light is burning through the fabric, bleaching out the blue. Every day I'm losing just another shade of you. Yeah, the morning's just a witness to the damage that it brings. The sun stains on the carpet and other permanent rings. I tried to scrub the edges, tried to blend it all away, but the ghost of where the sofa sat is here to stay. It's a map of all the silence, it's a ledger of the lost, counting up the minutes and exactly what they call still here. The outside is a riot of the green and bloom, but I'm just getting lighter in the stationary room. Don't open up the curtains, don't let the noonday in. I'm not ready for the brightness to be touching my skin. I'm disappearing in the ultraviolet. I'm disappearing, keep the hallway quiet. I'm just a negative of the person I was then, before the sun came in and told me never again. Another shade of you. Bleached out. The giants are still sleeping. The glass. The traffic lights are changing for ghosts on the street. Emerald to ruby, a rhythmic lonely beat. The skyscrapers are monoliths holding up the sky, while the indigo is drained by a shy sun. The concrete canyons are echoing with nothing at all, just the sound of my own footsteps against the brick wall. The city's got a secret it doesn't have to shout. I'm a tiny spark in a grid of steel and stone, finding comfort in being completely alone. It's the urban solitude, a velvet kind of silence, a peaceful kind of mood. Walking through the garden of the high-rise and the steam, living in the hollow of the city's final dream. No sirens, no shadows, no pressure to be, just the urban solitude and me. The subway grate is breathing out a cloud of white, a ghost of the steam from the middle of the night. I'm leaning on the railing of the fire escape, watching the morning change the skyline shape. The smog is a veil that the light is cutting through, turning the gray into a shimmering hue. Soon the doors will swing and the engines will roar, and the peace will be pushed across the valley floor. The suits and the coffee, the rush and the phone will take back the kingdom I've claimed as my own. But for 5 more minutes, the asphalt is mine. It's the urban solitude, a velvet kind of silence, a peaceful kind of mood. Walking through the garden of the high-rise and the steam, living in the hollow of the city's vital dream. No sirens, no shadows, no pressure be, just the urban solitude. The giants are still sleeping. Just me and my glass. The giants are still sleeping. Just the urban solitude and me. The giants are still sleeping. 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 The giants are still. The giants are still sleeping. 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 The giants are still sleeping fast. The giants are still sleeping. Don't move just yet. The indigo is fading into a dusty rose. That's the way the early morning goes. Your hand is open, a valley on the sheet, a landscape of secrets, quiet and sweet. I'm taking my time, I'm following the road of every story your skin has ever showed. The coffee can't wait, let the kettle turn cold. There's a deeper kind of magic here to hold. Skin on skin, a prayer for the soul, making the broken parts feel whole. Tracing lines on palms, finding my way through the morning comes. The lifeline, the heartline, the paths we haven't taken. In this little pocket of time, we're never shaken. Reading the map of who you are by the light of a fading morning star. Just tracing lines on bones. There's a fork in the road near your thumb, a reminder of the places that you've come from. And a tiny little cross with a heart starts to lean, the prettiest geometry I've ever seen. I'm memorizing the texture, the heat of your breath, watching the sunlight start to set over yours. They say it's written in the stars above, but I'd rather find the truth in the palm of my love. No crystal ball, no fortune to tell, just the way your fingers fit mine so well. Tracing lines on palms, finding my way through the morning comes. A lifeline, the heartline, the paths we haven't taken. In this little pocket of time, we're never shaken. Reading the map of who you are by the light of the fading morning star. Just tracing lines on I'm late. I'm always late. But I don't even know where I'm going. Everything is just a blur. My city's a treadmill under my boots. I'm pulling my hair out, I'm pulling the roots. I passed the same corner 3 times today, but the scenery refuses to fade into gray. Still here. My breath is a whistle, my lungs are on fire, but I'm stuck in the mud of my own desire. The watch on my wrist says I'm moving in light, but the shadows haven't shifted an inch to the right. I'm a kinetic disaster, a high-speed delay, just a ghost in the middle of a crowded hallway. I'm walking fast, but I'm staying still, climbing the mountain, but I'm stuck on the hill. The world is a movie on double speed time, and I'm just a flat line, I'm just a rhyme. Yeah, the sweat is pouring, but the wind is a chill. I'm walking fast, staying still. People are passing their streaks in the air. They don't see the man who's trapped in the stare. My legs are a piston, my heart is a gear, but I haven't moved forward in over a year. The faster I go, the more I stay put, with the weight of the universe glued to my foot. And left foot, no progress. Right foot, more stress. I'm spinning through the silence, I'm a high velocity mess. Let me out of the frame. Every strike I take just sounds the same. But I'm staying still, climbing the mountain, but I'm stuck on the hill. The world is a movie on double speed time, and I'm just a flat line. I'm just a still on the quarter. Feet are burning, zero miles. I'm not really here. Can you see through me? It's too light. It's too light. The sun is a pale climb buried in the mist. I'm a list of the people I haven't yet kissed. I stepped off the porch and I didn't hit the ground. I'm the shape of a secret that can't find a sound. The trees are just skeletons wrapped in a shroud, and I'm just a whisper that's lost in a cloud. I don't feel the cold, I don't feel the heat, I don't feel the pavement beneath my feet. The anchor has snapped, the chain has gone thin, and the air is the only thing touching my skin. And I'm weightless, like morning fog, lost in the pages of a blank travel log. I'm fading out slow, I'm blurring the lines, leaving the world and its heavy designs. Just a grayscale ghost in a white-on-white dream, weightless, or so it would seem. You called out my name, but the sound didn't stick. The silence is thin, but the silence is thick. I'm a memory of someone who used to have mass. Now I'm just the steam on the back of the blast. The harder you reach, the further I stray. I'm just a vapor, the voice in for days. clock strikes, moving through shadows and silver tip spikes. Don't wake me up, I'm finally alive. Don't bring me down into the night. I finally escaped the cold of the storm. Like you left me haunted, like truly like morning fog, lost in the pages of a blank travel log. I'm